Hi guys, welcome to another reading. I don't know if you guys noticed the difference, but I feel great. I am finally recovered. It only took 3 weeks, but you know what? Whatever. No, but yeah, I felt okay at the beginning of the week, but then I crashed midway through again. Like, what was it? I think Tuesday it started again, and oh my god, I swear guys, I felt like this was never ending. I felt like, what is this? What is holding on so tightly into my body that it does not want to leave, right? So I feel like this is a very good moment of appreciating resilience, you know, and also how much your mind works over the body. Because literally I was like, okay, I've been doing Reiki, has been helping, but it's not been, you know, it was still there. It was still kind of like something was stuck, especially in my lungs and my throat, because it just kept flaring up. And I just started affirming. I was like, absolutely not. I'm healthy. I'm getting healthier with each second that passes. My body is so strong, my immune system is so strong. Literally, I didn't even affirm a lot yesterday, but yesterday I felt better, and today I feel almost back to normal. I would say I'm 90% there, and I keep affirming today as well. I'm like, I'm healthy. My body's recovering super quickly with each second passing, and this just goes to show, like, what you tell yourself, the stories that you tell yourself do affect you. The thoughts that you think do affect you. So let's see. What is it that you need to pay attention to, that this is finally the moment for you to clock in? Also, keep an eye out on the community tab, because tomorrow drops the Valentine's Day offers. I'm gonna post after this video, or probably it's already up, the Valentine's Day menu. Okay, we have a love subliminal, a self-love subliminal dropping, the bundle where for those that want to buy both, that way you get a little bit of a discount, and the Valentine's Day reading. So keep an eye out, we have good things coming out, especially the subliminals. I made the affirmations today, and let me tell you, I cried while writing them down. That's how strongly they resonated. I looked into your guys' energy to see what it is that you needed, and therefore the subliminal was born. Okay guys. Oh, this is actually very good. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles here, and then we have the 10 of Cups, and then the 6 of Wands. This is a confirmation for you. The patience and the work that you've been putting into achieving that happiness, that alignment, that inner structure, you're actually not doing such a bad job. The Spirit is saying the progress is there. We're recognizing you. We're seeing the effort being put into. Okay, so maybe you have been feeling like, nothing I've been doing it has been working. It's so slow moving. It's just, you know, I don't really see it. Meanwhile, the mindset shifted, circumstances were shifting, but you were just too focused maybe on the lack on, or you were hoping for like bigger, crazier momentum. But sometimes, you know, it's okay, because your nervous system probably would not be able to handle it if it was too crazy. Let's see. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, confidence is shining, magic is shining. I'm seeing the self-love that you have been pouring into you has been paying off. We have the Temperance card here. Why is it focusing on the wall? Temperance here. You're currently like literally walking the path with like a patience and a balance that you need. This full moon is kind of like preparing you for that. Did you Did you hear the screams? I feel like those are your spirit guides. That's definitely confirmation of your spirit guides. And everyone around you being like, yes, collective, go ahead. But yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe this reading is you having to realize that what you're telling yourself right now, you putting the effort into switching the story, and the narrative is paying off, and you have to persist on that. You know, just like I needed to affirm and with my mind be like, no, I'm healthy. Stop like playing into the sickness, because literally I was telling myself here and there, I'm like, why is this not ending? Why is this still going on? Why am I not getting healthy? And then obviously my body was like, oh, you're not getting healthier? Okay, let's make it worse. This is why the stories that you tell yourself are so important. You need to pay attention to it. I maybe jeopardized my recovery a little bit, but you know, I learned my lesson, okay? You gotta be careful what you tell yourself. The Five of Pentacles, literally scarcity mindset. This is... I cannot make this shit up, okay? Spirit is literally saying like, guys, please, words hold so much power. They're spells, basically. I mean, spelling, spells, you know, the connections there. Basically, speak blessings into your daily life, even if it's just for fun, you know. Sometimes I catch myself and being like, wow, I'm so rich, just all of a sudden, you know. Did something trigger that? No, but I was like, you know what, I better get like accustomed to it, because one day literally I'm gonna have to be like, wow, like this is a lot of money, you know. And you know, because I'm manifesting a lot of abundance for myself, because I just want ease in my life, right? So sometimes you have to just be like saying random stuff that aligns with your desire, just to, you know, in the moment right now, like, okay, what does pop up in my head when I say that? What feelings come up? What is shifting inside me? Oh, okay. Yeah, because we have the Eight of Swords here, and then we have Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit, both in reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. Doing a good job at not letting the scarcity mindset grab you, but also at the same time still a little bit trapped, still not fully listening, still not fully appreciating what is happening right now. That's basically what Spirit wants you to remove. There's a flock of birds coming. I feel like that's a sign for someone of you. I don't know. They were also like very dark, so I don't know if they were crows or not, but it's kind of when you feel overwhelmed, basically, Spirit wants you to listen very closely to your mind in that moment. Instead of playing into the spiral in that moment, listen, but don't judge. Listen, but don't react to it too much, you know. Be neutral. Analyze it a little bit. And most of the time, for example, that's when you realize, okay, this comes from this wound, you know. Because at the end of the day, we want to figure out where do certain affirmations, well, yeah, in a way, beliefs and assumptions come from, right? Like, what's the root cause? Where in your life did this get triggered? When did this kind of like fester in your subconscious as this is fact? Oh my god, another flock of birds. That was so scary. No, it seems like they're literally charging at you, and maybe you feel that way too, that sometimes the thoughts out of nowhere come and overwhelm you, right? Instead of freaking out, you know, that's when you need to be calm. Easier said than done, I know. But it's just, that's why like journaling has to be not a daily thing for you, but at least try to do it, set up like 3 times a week. I just want you to be aware of certain thought patterns that you might have. Page of Swords, yeah. Mental activity. What's going on in that head of you? What is this? The Four of Cups. Maybe a little bit of some meditating for those that have no problem doing it. I personally am not really a big fan of meditation, and I do not want to push it on to anyone else. Meditating does not work for everyone. I have to say, I do not know if I'm slightly a little bit neurodivergent, but I definitely have a problem of not being able to fully sit still. So meditation never worked for me. Active meditation, on the other hand, yes. So you have to figure out what works for you. But you need to do something where you can engage your mind in the sense of being able to analyze it. So for example, for me, while coloring, I like coloring while having something in the background. And that's how I get in the zone. And that's sometimes when I can actually focus the easiest on my thoughts. Obviously, over the years, it's gotten better. I can sit still with my thoughts because literally self-development work. But, you know, in the beginning, meditating felt like torture to me in a way, you know. So, and I was already journaling before that, but you know, but you need some moments in the week where you just put aside to do that work. And also in that moment, like literally the sports hall was beeping, so Spirit is confirming. Let's see, a couple of more cards just in case. We have Two of Cups, Three of Cups, and then Nine of Cups. Okay, so commitment and partnership within a group that has the same type of desires. So maybe this could be a support group. Your people coming in, your soul tribe, people that you can connect to. It starts out as you and someone as a duo, and then a third person might come in, or even like in total you're gonna be 5. But someone that you feel like, oh my god, you're basically the same as me. That's gonna help you out a little bit. They're gonna mirror so much back to you, where not in like a bad sense, you know. It's just gonna help you be more aware of what it is that you need to shift. They're not short connections, they're meant to stay there, but you're supposed to all help each other out and evolve, you know, grow together. And you have all similar desires. You have all similar desires. That's why it works out. That's why it's harmonious. And the fact that we have 4 cards that are cups, literally back to back, this is like so much emotional regulation. It's crazy. It's where you don't feel like you have to constantly explain your emotions. You have to constantly feel like you have to explain every single little thought that you have, because they just get it. They get it like it's as if they were in your own head. And the same vice versa. You get them as well. So it feels just like very like faded in a way, where you're like, oh my god, these are my people. These are my people. And I love that for you. We need that. Especially if you've had like friendships as a goal for this year, or even on your vision board, because I'm seeing someone's vision board where you have like friendship pictures. We have the World and the Devil. Yeah, like the cycle of bad friendships are finally over. Finally, know people that are just kind of like pulling you into temptation, pulling you into like self-sabotage, and be like, oh no, this dream of yours is too big. Why don't you just give up? No, the people that you have gonna come in, they're gonna be like, let's do this. How can I help and support you getting there? What do you need from me? That's the type of friends that you're gonna attract, and the type of friends that you need. And I love that. So maybe this is a friend reading, I don't know. Okay, let's see what the fairies have to say. Fairies. Ooh, we have a lot. We have here new career path. Oh my god, that's so cool. Then we have summer. Oh, I just got the image of like summer picnics and stuff like that. Oh, that's so fun. Flower power. Could be like a girl group. Like, you know, this is the friendship girl group that you have always dreamed of as a kid. Like, as I said, like your people. Then show individuality. This is a friend group that you don't have to feel like you're copy pasting or have to fit in and pretend to be someone. Everyone's so unique in this friend group, and because everyone's so different, at the same time you complement each other so good. Like, oh, it's giving Pinterest friend group vibe, you know. And or like okay, because I'm a TikTok, what's the word that I wanted to use? I don't know, but like, you know, those friend groups that you see. For example, there's this one friend group that I keep seeing on TikTok where they do monthly bakery, where I don't know if you guys have seen that as well, but they host, I think at her apartment it is, and everyone in the friend group bakes something, right? And then they just share it, and every month is a different theme. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like having that type of friendship or friend group, like that's so cool and unique, right? And I feel like that's the type of energy where every single one is so unique, but as a group you're so unique but complementary to each other, where it's just like, wow. And we have wedding. Ooh, maybe you're gonna meet someone at that wedding and that's how the friendship starts. Or someone in the friend group is gonna get married pretty soon, or you're getting married. I don't know. Or in general, it could be celebration, just, you know, like this feels like a super big and huge accomplishment in a way. And then everything is okay, everything works out in your favor. There we go. Also, I really like her pink aura. Well, it's not pink, it's just her dressing gown is pink, but in general it just feels like very like lovey-dovey and just so cute. And this is possible because of your self-love and self-worth level. The birds again. I feel like the birds here are literally a sign of you taking off. You soaring. You're just going so unbothered with like the flow, just like take me where the wind goes or something like that. I don't know. Okay, let's see what the high priestesses have to say. Ooh, we have beautiful cards here. Okay, on the one hand we have your student of Lady Nada. Lots of pink again. As I said, self-love. She taught you godlike love. Like embodying godlike love. Dancing and singing and just being. That's everything that you need. Beautiful message. Then we have you. There's this one high priestess that's called Kuan Yin, and she kind of like represents basically like divine feminine energy and light. And look at all that white pureness. It's just like, I feel like in general, pure unconditional love is literally gonna start to spread out of you. Also, I just got an image of your heart chakra being activated. Connect with the element of earth, and this screams cottagecore vibes. I don't know if that's your aesthetic, if you really like that, or if you've been thinking about getting more into cottagecore. Highly recommend, because the cottagecore girly community, they know where it's at. They know it. They peak every single time I see them. Maybe that's how you can connect with people. Then we have those who say you can't do something, they have no idea. Basically, be the bad bitch that you were meant to be. And I'm putting it just like boom, like that. There's no better way to say it. Like, you're that girl. You're that girl, and you have to embody that. I need you to start to embody that. Treat yourself like the main character that you are. Actually, you know what? One thing I want you to do is make a little main character list. How are you going to start romanticizing from now on your life? What's one thing that you want to do that every single day just makes it a little bit more special, a little bit more, gives that little, like, I don't know, pizzazz. I, for example, started wearing my tiara when I do computer work, because computer work sometimes can get boring, you know, when I have to edit and stuff like that. So I just put on my tiara. I'm like, ooh, I'm like a little princess, and that just makes it more fun already. So something like that. I don't know. 2026 is the year of the whimsy anyways. Everyone just adapted to that. I guess I manifested into my reality, so it's just reflecting back, because I've been saying it so much and affirming it so much that obviously everyone else is mirroring it. But you know what? It makes things fun. So how about a sunflower emoji? And the affirmation for today, actually let's use one of the affirmations from my subliminal. That would be fun. I need to scroll real quick. I don't know them by memory. Do I have my work tab here? No. An affirmation from the self-love tab. Here we go, subliminals. Let's see which one works the best. Oh, I love this one. Okay, I choose myself with devotion. If that doesn't fit this reading, then I don't know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.